All right, guys. So Pierre Poilievre just released a new housing plan. It says breaking: a new conservative government will build 2.3 million new Canadian homes in the next 5 years. To get there, we will axe the sales tax on homes, cut development charges, sell off federal land, and require cities build 15% more homes. Sounds interesting. It's a very ambitious plan, but this video is about 3 minutes long, so let's have a look and then we'll talk about it after like usual.
Conservatives have a plan to deliver 2.3 million new homes over the next 5 years and bring hope to the next generation. That hope can't come a moment too soon. After a lost liberal decade, for many Canadians, especially young Canadians, the dream of homeownership is dead. 88% of renters believe that owning a home is out of reach. Half of millennials and 2/3 of Gen Z have reconsidered starting a family because they can't afford a home. The Liberals haven't just made life unaffordable, they've stolen our youth's future. We build fewer homes today than we did in the 1970s, when our population was half the size. We have the fewest homes per capita in the G7, despite having the most land to build on. Gatekeepers in city halls have hiked taxes and blocked homes. The Liberals gave them billions, promising faster construction. Instead, they built less, and as cities kept hiking taxes on home builders and building less, the Liberals kept shoveling more money out the door to reward the worst offenders. $471 million to Toronto, $115 million to Vancouver, $79 million to Halifax, and housing starts slowed in each city. Already this year, housing starts are down 58% in Toronto, 37% in Vancouver, 21% in Halifax, and falling across the country. Now, Mark Carney wants to double down on failure.
We're going to double down on what's already working, such as the new Housing Accelerator Fund.
When he was in the UK, his money printing priced out a generation from home ownership. Here, he's bringing back the same failed Liberal policies under the same Liberal team, including bringing back the same Trudeau housing minister who caused the crisis.
I tell you, it is better to be born lucky, and I have been born lucky. I get right here with Sean Fraser. Unbelievable.
We cannot afford a Liberal fourth term. We need change. Canada's Conservatives will restore the promise of home ownership and build 2.3 million homes in 5 years. Here's how. Canada built 245,000 homes last year. Conservatives will axe the sales tax on new homes under 1.3 million, which will add 36,000 more. Our plan to incentivize cities to cut development charges brings 25,000 more. That's 306,000 in our first year. But we won't stop there. We will require cities to permit 15% more homes each year in exchange for federal funds, reaching 535,000 homes by year 5. And in our first 100 days, we'll identify 15% of surplus federal lands in our cities that is suitable for housing, pre-zone it, sell it, and require the homes built to be affordable. The Globe and Mail has already identified hundreds of sites that would unlock 288,000 homes. Add it up, and we have a realistic plan to deliver 2.3 million homes over 5 years. That's homes for families dreaming of a backyard, for renters who are struggling to save, for young Canadians stuck in their parents' basement. We'll deliver a home you can finally call your own. We will restore the Canadian promise, where hard work earns a good life, a beautiful home on a safe street under our proud flag. Because that's what it means to put Canada first for a change.
I think, again, another great job by the Conservative Party and Pierre Poilievre. Things like this is what restores hope for young Canadians. Right? So for the liberal boomers who are going to be, who already have their house and apparently don't care about their children's future, they're going to vote Liberal because they don't care. This doesn't matter to them. But for conservative boomers, people who actually have a heart and are looking at their children going, my God, like you're going to rent forever. And you're never going to have children. You're never going to buy a house. It's disgusting. I mean, and again, there's people who are just, and I'm sure that a lot of liberals are voting Liberal because they just don't believe what I'm saying. I don't think a lot of them are evil. They just think that the Liberals are better. It's just incredibly stupid because how could you think the Liberals would be better after 10 years of just destruction? Mark Carney has the same platform Justin Trudeau has, and even the CBC admitted it. I played it in a video I made yesterday. The only minor tweaks is that Mark Carney wants to spend even more money. Oh, so he's even worse than Justin Trudeau. Who would have thought that the Liberal Party would replace Justin Trudeau with someone who's going to finish the job? But a lot of those, those older folks, they think they think that what I'm saying right now is a conspiracy. And I mean, is there a chance that, Mark Carney's good? I mean, no, but okay. Well, I'll hear that argument. Well, you got to give him a chance. I mean, again, no, but I understand where they're coming from. They think he's different. They think the Liberal Party is being restored back to the center left. And it's not. There's no evidence at all to say that other than Mark Carney saying, hey, I'm better for Canada now. Please believe me, even after I advised Justin Trudeau for 5 years. He's not an outsider, guys. He's an insider. And it's, unfortunate that there are people who have already voted for Liberal. They're going to get a lot of votes. But we need to get way more. And in very important ridings, we can't get swept in major cities, especially in the East. We got to win some seats in Toronto. We got to win some seats in the GTA. We got to win more seats in Atlantic Canada. And the Bloc's got to win some more seats in Quebec. And if they all go Liberal, then that's probably a majority, and that's a wrap. People will say I'm a conspiracy theorist. Well, they're just very naive. I'm worried. I mean, let's be honest. How long is this channel going to last if the Liberals get in? We all know they want to censor free speech. 2 years of work or whatever, they shut it down the drain for nothing? Just because boomers are scared of Trump. Sorry, some boomers are scared of Trump. And because you have young university students who have, been sent to their indoctrination class every day, and, they're going to vote Liberal too. So, I'm getting nervous. It's, not a great time. It's very tense. I really hope that I've helped convince people to vote for change, and I know some of you have as well. I know some of you have mentioned in the comment section that I was a Liberal or a former NDP supporter, and I've just seen the light, and those parties are out of their mind. They're too far left, and I'm going over to Pierre. Pierre's pandering like a populist. I hope he means it, because I'm a populist. And I think a lot of people are populists deep down. They just don't realize it, right? But let's be honest. If you're a modern liberal, if you're voting for the Liberal Party, you're voting for globalism. You're voting to have nothing. You're voting to have your future kids, if you even have them, have nothing. You're voting for crime. You're voting for drugs on the streets. Whether you want to admit it or not, that's what will happen if Mark Carney gets in. So, again, we're 1 week away from the election. Please get out and vote if you think it doesn't matter, because both parties are the same. I think you're wrong in this case. I used to agree with that, but Pierre, he's being very careful because he has to be, because Canada will never elect a true conservative. Okay, so for all the PPC supporters out there saying, hey, Pierre's a liberal, he's not a liberal. He just has to be very, very, very careful, because conservatives are actually held accountable in this country and liberals are not. People will just default to the liberals. Canadians, in large part, are socialists. So, it's not a 50-50 split up here, or close to 50-50 like it is in the States. It's way more liberals here. And now a lot of them have woken up. I've seen a lot of comments from you guys. I used to vote Liberal, I used to vote NDP, but I woke up and now I'm voting Conservative. Yeah, I woke up too. So hopefully we can get it done. Hopefully we can restore our country, because I want to be proud to be Canadian. And it's really hard to be lately, ever since COVID, really. And if the Liberals win again, 4 terms, under one of the worst decades in modern history in this country, and they still win, we're lost. So we'll see what happens, guys. But let me know what you think in the comments section about Pierre's plan. And let me know also if you've been able to convince people to vote Conservative, or to get people out to vote who have not voted because they think there's some sort of a uniparty, which again is a fair argument, but I digress. Let me know what you think in the comment sections. Don't be shy. Please also don't forget to like and subscribe, as it really helps grow the channel. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll be back shortly with a new video.